like my car. I like my little Mazda Miata. It's fun. But it was looking like ass, and I weighed out all my options, and I was going to cover it in vinyl. I even bought the vinyl, but the problem is I got this paint chipping thing, and nobody tells you that the vinyl is slightly see-through. Yeah, I did not know that. So I put the vinyl on my first coat of, or my first problem area, and first of all, because the paint's chipping, it peeled right up when I tried to pull the vinyl up and squeeze the air bubbles out of it. So it peeled the paint right off, and then I couldn't put it back down nicely. And then also, after I put it down, you could see where there was no paint versus where there was paint. I guess part of that's because it's a white car, but I was white vinyl. I didn't think you'd be able to tell. You can tell. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? I can't spend several $1,000s on a paint job, and to get a shitty paint job from Mako, you know what, I can do it myself. So the other popular thing that people are doing these days, you crazy kids, that plastidip stuff. So I bought many cans of this plastidip stuff, and I tested it out on my trunk area where there was paint missing. I've got some before and after pictures that I could probably show you, and it did a damn good job. It's not perfect. I mean, it's far from perfect. You can see that there's like, I sprayed some areas too much, or there wasn't enough ventilation, or I don't know. You can just tell that it's not perfect. But from 10 feet away, it is damn good looking, especially compared to what it was. So my $50 rattle can plastidip paint job, which I can just peel off, is phenomenal considering it's 50 bucks. And so at first, I was a little bit hesitant to give it a positive review because it was still kind of tacky. It was a little bit fuzzy. When you touched it, it felt rubbery. But now, it's had time to bake in and settle, and I've driven around with it, and it's been through some rain. And the paint job has settled in like what I envisioned plastidip to settle in like. It kind of feels like touching a tire. And it looks really good. So I did that myself. All you had to do was tape off the areas you didn't want to get plastidipped, and if you oversprayed, fuck it, just rub it off. No big deal. It was great. If I were to do it again, I would say, actually, I was surprised I didn't do it sooner. It's fantastic stuff. It's not for everybody, and I highly, 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 highly recommend that you do it in a very well-ventilated area. I did it over the course of a few days, like, because I'd come home late and I didn't have that much energy, and then so I'd be in the garage and start spraying, and the window was cracked and the fan was going, but it definitely was not enough ventilation. It's like I was huffing. I was high on paint. Totally not good for you, and my brain cells definitely suffered because when I was done, or when I done for the day even, I was so brain slow. Like the next day I went to work and I had to confirm with coworkers, like, am I talking slow? Is there a slur in my speech? And there definitely was. So I took a few days off from huffing, and then the next go at it, I made sure that the garage door was completely open, and the fan was going, and ventilation better. And yeah, so took care of that over the course of, well, I guess I was kind of lazy, and it took several coats and a few trips to the Home Depot. $6 a can. I used less than 10 cans, and I have some extra in case I need to do some touch-up areas. So yeah, like I said, $50. Pictures here, here, and here. That's where I'll put them, or something. So I'm all for do-it-yourself. Do-it-yourself, you can be proud of it. So we'll see what I do by myself next. I guess we're done.